There's little denying it. While the Apple Watch has become an undisputed hit for Apple, becoming a mainstream device and spurring a massive ecosystem of third-party accessories, the Android side of things hasn't been as successful. Google's Wear OS hasn't really had a major mainstream hit on its hands since the original Moto 360, and as a result, Android users have been missing out in the wearable world. But now, Oppo is attempting to bring the Apple Watch experience to Android. The new Oppo Watch offers a design and feature set that's very similar to the Apple Watch, down to the packaging that it comes in. But is the Oppo Watch truly the Apple Watch for Android users? I've been using it for a few days now to find out. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It really helps support my work and I would appreciate that support. As mentioned, almost every aspect of the Oppo Watch's setup process, including the unboxing, is a copycat of the Apple Watch. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. The Apple Watch experience screams premium. The device itself has a rectangular design, which some might like and some might hate, along with slightly curved side edges and 2 buttons on the side of the device. The back of the device is even more identical to the Apple Watch than other aspects. There's a heart rate monitor and a button on the top and bottom of the back to release the watch band. Yep, just like the Apple Watch. Now, one thing that is missing from the design is a digital crown. That's kind of a major bummer. As a regular Apple Watch user, I found the digital crown to be a great way to use the device without having to cover up parts of the already tiny display. It makes using the device that extra bit more natural. Spec-wise, the Oppo Watch has a 1.91-inch AMOLED display with a 402 by 476 resolution, and it looks pretty good. The fact that it's an AMOLED display is the right move here. The watch is already not the best when it comes to battery life, so any way it can preserve the battery is helpful. There are a few reasons the battery life isn't as good as some other smartwatches, despite the fact that it has a pretty big 430 mAh battery built into it. For starters, the device has an older Snapdragon 3100 processor in Europe, while it has a Snapdragon 2500 processor in China. Either way, you're getting a relatively power-hungry processor that's aging relatively quickly. Then, there's the fact that the device is powered by Google's Wear OS, which has always been pretty power-hungry. Add to the mix that Oppo has added its own skin to Wear OS, and while the device should get you through a day of normal use, expect to charge it up before bed if you want to take advantage of that sleep tracking feature. Thankfully, the charger helps alleviate those issues. The watch has a magnetic charger that's pretty easy to use, and can charge the device to 50% in 15 minutes. That plausibly means that you could wear the watch all the time, including at night, if you remember to charge it for 30 minutes or so every day. Speaking of sleep tracking, it's not the only fitness tracking feature here, and fitness tracking in general is one of the best things about it. The Oppo Watch offers fitness tracking features for all kinds of activities, plus it has a heart rate monitor built into it that will periodically check your heart rate and step tracking. That makes the device an excellent option for those that want to track their fitness on a day-to-day basis. The device even has a 5-minute workout feature built right into it that offers guided workouts to get your blood pumping during the day. Even though it's hard to see the display while you're actually working out, it's a nice touch. Using the Wear OS software is pretty easy, even with Oppo's skin on top of it. If you get the device in China, it's actually running an Android 8.1 variant called ColorOS, while outside of China it runs Wear OS with a few tweaks. In any case, it works well, and you'll quickly get used to swiping your way around it. Swipe up from the bottom and you'll get your notifications, while swiping down shows the quick settings. Swipe left and you'll see your activity and other so-called tiles that you want to access. And swiping right brings up a Google Assistant interface. That's right, there are a lot of features to speak of here, and while there's a slight learning curve, you'll get used to it. Unfortunately, the older processor can translate to slower performance, especially when it comes to things like Google Assistant. Assistant simply did not seem to perform as quickly and seamlessly as it should have. Thankfully, the Oppo Watch does give you haptic feedback to tell you when Assistant is listening and when it has stopped listening, but at times you'll wait a few seconds to get that feedback. The watch was also consistently slower at turning on the display when I turned my wrist, compared to the Apple Watch Series 4. Again, this kind of makes sense. The chipset in the Apple Watch is much more powerful, more integrated with Apple's software, and so on. But the fact that I had to wait that extra split second to simply see the time doesn't bode well. All that said though, the issues with this watch are outweighed by the good things about it. Sure, it's an Apple Watch copy in the design department, but that doesn't mean that it looks bad, and the rectangular look does seem to make the Wear OS software a little easier to use. Speaking of software, it's pretty powerful, and the device has some great fitness tracking features to it. Add to the fact that it's pretty inexpensive at only around $200 in China, and it's a great option for those that want a rectangular Wear OS watch on a budget. Of course, if you're not in that camp, there are some other options. Round watch fans should go for the new, revamped Moto 360, while those not tied to Wear OS should simply get a real Apple Watch, which remains the best smartwatch currently available. I'm hoping that more decent Wear OS smartwatches will be released in the near future, and hopefully Google and Qualcomm will start to take smartwatches a little more seriously. Thanks again for watching this video, and again, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if it was helpful to you. My name is Christian, and I'll see you next time. See ya!